Welcome to this video tutorial for Access Nevada. In this video, we'll be showing you how to file a dispute resolution request as an SEA user. This video describes general functionality for navigating the dispute request process. What is displayed on your screen will depend on the dispute type selected, and your experience may be different from what is shown in this video. To initiate a dispute resolution action request from the dashboard, first ensure your LEA and the current school year appear in the top right corner of the page. Then click Create Request under Dispute Resolution in the left navigation pane. You will be directed to the Create Dispute Request page. The Access Nevada system has a variety of in-system help features to guide you through the process of requesting dispute resolution. Help text below headings explain the process in a variety of areas. To create a case, you must select a dispute type by clicking the associated radio button. For purposes of this training video, we will view the facilitation dispute type. Other request types will follow a similar pattern of completion. You will then complete the following. For the child information section, type the child's full name in the corresponding field. Please note that required fields throughout the system are brought to your attention by the use of asterisks, red warning text, warning icons, and validations. You have the option to record the date of birth and address of residence of the child. Select the date of birth using the calendar icon. Type the address of residence of the child in the corresponding fields. You may enter the student's state unique ID if known. Record the public agency and school from the drop-down menus. To complete the requester information section, select the role of the person making the request. Type the requester's name, address, email, and phone number into the corresponding fields. Select the preferred method of communication from the radio buttons. The system will automatically require parent information to be included as an additional party if the initial requester is someone other than the parent. You may also add additional parties to the request by clicking the Add Additional Party button. When these sections are complete, click Continue. The system will then display relevant information fields to be addressed that will vary according to the dispute type selected. Again, for purposes of this training video, we will view the facilitation dispute type, but other request types will follow a similar pattern of completion. You will then complete the following information on the Request Details page. Clickable help icons are available throughout the system for additional in-depth explanations. Click outside of the pop-up modal to close the help information. If you know the date of the student's most recent IEP meeting and/or the date of the most recent evaluation, click in the appropriate field to add known dates. Dates can be typed manually using a month, day, year format, or selected by clicking on the associated calendar icon. Clicking in the IEP area field will open a multi-select drop-down and display IEP areas that could be selected for assistance during the IEP meeting. Check the box next to any specific areas you want included in the facilitation request. Once areas have been checked, click anywhere on the page. The drop-down will close and checked items will display in the field. You must click on the Yes or No radio button to document if an IEP meeting has been scheduled for the student. If you indicate a meeting has been scheduled by selecting Yes, you will be required to provide the date of the scheduled meeting by clicking in the Scheduled Date field and manually typing the date using a month, day, year format, or clicking on the associated calendar icon and selecting the appropriate date. If No is selected, you may provide any time constraints for the conduct of the IEP meeting. Click the Yes or No radio button to indicate if you have a preference for a specific facilitator. If selecting Yes, you must then select a preferred facilitator from the drop-down list provided. You may use the radio buttons to select your preference for facilitation. Once all required fields have been addressed, the Continue button will become active. Click it to proceed to the File Upload page. The File Upload page will allow you to upload any documents relevant to the case. If needed, answer any questions regarding personally identifiable information, or PII, and the transfer of rights that may be required. You may upload these documents if prompted. Once all required fields have been addressed, the Continue button will become active. Click it to proceed to the Physical Request Details page. Use the calendar icon to select the date that the request was received. Use the Note field to record any information to accompany the request. Upload the physical request by clicking the corresponding button, selecting the document, and submitting the request. You will then see the case status page where you may view, edit, or access the case actions associated with a newly created case. Click the Back to Dashboard button to return to the Dispute Resolution dashboard. Thank you for viewing this video tutorial.